One of the biggest mistakes that we do as humans is to always make love seem like it has to be a selfless thing. And I know you can do things out of the heart, but at some point when you don't feel like this love is given back to you, somehow you are going to feel exhausted, resentful, and taken for granted. And I don't think that's love.
Find the hidden genius within with magma's treasures. Design the life you love with magma's treasures.
I know how Christians bring it like, oh, you should love unconditionally, but even God says He's a jealous God. When He loves you, He wants you to love Him alone. So if you think you're going to be the Jesus kind of a person who is going to love your partner selflessly, at some point it's going to feel in one way or the other lonely and all that. And we shall see all that. But how do you actually spot this? Because you can be doing everything for your partner or for your friend and you feel like you love what you're doing. But at what point do you feel that this is actually an imbalance? You were the one always planning. You were the one giving. And your partner assumes that you have to do it. And they are always sometimes expecting it and they don't communicate it, but you feel it because you're the one overgiving into this whole relationship or friendship. You feel it. You are the one planning holidays, birthdays, and all that. Now, in this case, you start feeling like a caretaker rather than a partner. I want to share the 4 powerful steps on how to fix this before it actually ruins your relationship or even your friendships. Now, let's get into it. Step number 1 is you recognize the imbalance. You actually start to feel that you give that love. If you are in a relationship and you're really feeling this way, it's time to make a change. It's time to make a move. Stop overgiving and create space. It's time for you to take a pause and say, let me see what will happen if I don't do this. Here is why actually overgiving backfires. Now, most of the times you give and overgive and you're not getting, and you feel dry, you feel lonely, you feel exhausted. Now, what can you do to stop it? Stop doing things that you feel are not acknowledged. Just leave it. Give time for your partner to take the initiative this time. And if they don't, that's it. That is something that is communicated to you clearly and simple. You are not here to take care of everything. This is a relationship. This is a partnership. You're doing life together. Step number 3 is communicate your needs clearly. Oh my God. Most of the times and most of the relationships actually are going through a lot of tough times because of uncommunicated expectations. Because you're giving, you think somebody will automatically tell themselves to give. No, that's not happening. That's not how people are. And the earlier you understand it, the better. Most of the times when you do a birthday for someone or take them for a holiday or take them for a date or take them for an outing, do something magical. You wait. It's natural like that. Most of the times you feel like, oh, I'm just going to wait until my date time comes or my outing time. And you wait and wait and wait. Girl, gentleman, it doesn't come through. The biggest mistake that we do in relationships as well is to assume our partner should just know what we need. People respond to clarity rather than silent expectations. Oh my God, this is so... even when I think about it, I feel like I'm talking to myself. I want to give an example. Instead of feeling upset that your partner doesn't plan surprises, say, for example, hey honey, I want to feel made special as well. I feel I do ABCD, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I don't get that kind of love back. Just communicate. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to argue. It is not an argument. You are communicating. Try as much as possible to be clear rather than emotional. You know that part of crying, I don't feel this and that. No. You need to face that person and tell them I actually feel like this is not happening. And I know sometimes when we are in love, that is such a hard thing to do. I know that. I've been there. But it saves you a lot. What usually fails is expecting them to figure it out themselves. You know, you're like, okay, because we've said take a step back, and you're like, okay, I'm going to take a step back and wait. You wait. And when it doesn't come, you communicate clearly. Step number 4 is boundaries. I have always talked about boundaries, and I think I have this book. Where is it? This is a book that I read over time and time and time, because it talks about boundaries in all direction. It talks about family, it talks about relationship, and it's just a way of reclaiming yourself back. So set boundaries and you're going to find a lot of peace. Now, let's look at what you can do. If we talk about set boundaries, what actually can you do? You set expectations early. And I usually tell people who are entering relationships, the people that have been in relationships for long, sometimes it gets hard when you look at a partner who is changing into a person that you used not to have. But what about people starting their relationships? You have a chance. You have a big chance to set expectations clearly. You are dating a partner. You just started dating. You're getting into the world of having a relationship. You're creating a life of having a partner. And also as well, usually I like to generalize it with as well friendships. And you do a lot of things and you don't feel this is reciprocated. You know, like you don't feel it's coming back. And it depends on you what you think coming back means. Sometimes men just want to be respected back to what they give you. If they give you everything you need or they look after you, they expect you to actually pay so much respect and be submissive to them, listen to them, submit to their lordship, because the Bible says, you know, they're the heads and we have to submit. But I usually say respect is earned. So if this person is doing something and they feel this is not coming back to them in the way that they feel, then that's where the problem comes. So you need to set your expectation clearly. And if you feel that this kind of content resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to leave a comment, and as well like this video. It helps my videos be suggested to others, and then the community grows and grows and grows. Thank you for being here again. See you next time.